My name is Robyn and I am the head designer at Gale Co, which is a brand that makes corporate accessories like document totes and planner covers and travel totes as well for women who are into very fashionable high-end couture things. I have been in business for the past year and a half, almost 2 years. The driving force for my success will definitely be the fact that I have a very strong support team around me, and I have been taking direction from the leading of the Holy Spirit. So those two things come together to allow me to continue pressing on. Unique about Gale Co. What is unique about Gale Co is the fact that ideally we make a tote for you to carry stuff around in, right? But what makes it unique is that it has a very high fashion couture flair that reminds a woman of a handbag, a very high-end handbag. So whereas you might shop online, you might see a planner or a document tote, a portfolio that looks pretty basic, with the Gale Co accessory is gonna have charms and flaps and double flaps and color and leather and suede, and so definitely the design aesthetic is what makes it really unique and appealing. The worst day I had in Gale Co possibly would be the day a client called me and rinsed me out on the phone. The design that she chose, turned out to be not exactly what it is she wanted in terms of her personal style. It wasn't as flamboyant as the stuff that she would generally use. And she was disappointed in the design, and she called and she rinsed she rinsed me out, and I was just like, you know what, I don't know what happened that day, but I was like, enough is enough, and I just wanted to pack up shop. And then I called Arlene, and Arlene was like, listen, that's not the way you handle it. You eat the meat, spit out the bones, take the constructive criticism in what it is she's saying, and then everything else is just fluff, you spit it out and you move on. And so I did, and I'm still here, and I'm thankful for that girl, because I don't know what happened after, but it's so strange, it never happens. The day after you rinse out a company, you message them to say, how are you, have a good day, and then you do the day after and the day after, like 3-4 days in a row. And that was like really nice. She didn't have to do that, but she did. So criticism is a good thing, especially when it comes from girls like her. Before Gale Co, I don't have any history whatsoever in design or in product manufacturing in terms of textiles and that type of thing. So my first degree, believe it or not, is in biochemistry, and I was in the medical field for 12 or 13 years. I did my master's in strategic marketing, and from there, Gale Co was birthed. So I'm a science geek, turned marketer, turned designer, and that's cool. One life to live. I want to have a storefront in Manhattan. Obviously a storefront in Trinidad. Right now we are just social media based. I have been getting clients, customers saying, please launch into a handbag line. So guys, I might. So I see that in the next 5 years. And my greatest inspiration definitely would be the two women and my parents who have done it all before in terms of business. So Arlene Villarreal, she's like a big sister for me. I love her so much. She helps me, encourages me when I'm up, when I'm down. Also, definitely Jenny from Uniquely You, who is a profound bridal designer. She's also an inspiration for my business, and she's the one who really said, listen, cut your crap. buy equipment, you know, do what you need to do, and let's get this thing started. And of course, my parents, they are a big inspiration because the Gales are entrepreneurs. They have businesses, and that's all I've known all my life. So now I want to launch on my own. And so those three people bring advice and support and just, you know, good vibes. A typical work day for me would be, you know what, let me show you. Come and see. So I'm going to be making this. It's a document tote. It's pink and eggshell and purple. And I have it all here to replicate for my clients. So we collected our fabric. Next step is to get our base. So listen, you have to be real precise because you're doing everything in duplicate. So if it's off, you're under pressure. So nothing could shift. This is for you. All right, so your dimensions are 24 inches by 12.5 inches. I'm doing this in duplicate. This process, this step here is the most important step because if anything off here, you'll see it when you stitch it up and then you have to start over, which means you have to start over 3 hours of work. So that ain't cute. Did I do a faux pas? Nah man, we still good to go. Step 2, which is gluing. So we finish, prepare the paper, measure up everything, cut the fabric, and we're gonna glue. So this part is real iffy because you're working with suede, and suede is unforgiving. You could wipe glue off of leather, but you can't do that with suede.
1, 2, 3.
Means something is not threaded correctly, and these are the parts that cause you to waste a lot of time. So this part here is the most frustrating part ever for me, when it is you're sewing good, and then you start to skip stitches and you have to try and figure out what went wrong at what stage. So now I skipped some stitches, so I have to figure out the problem so it doesn't happen again and do this over. This is, yeah, my ratty old check stitching tester thingy. Let's see. No skip stitches. So I just finished stitched everything all together, and now I am adding hardware. I love this step because this step is where I get to write something personal from my atelier to the owner. So this one is for the doers. And stick it in like so, and you gasp. So I'm tying the final knot. You all got to see how our products are made from start to finish, and this is now going to be off to its new owner. And if you want to be a new owner, just check us out on Gale Co _TT on Instagram. This is bye now for this one. And thank you guys. And this is Robyn signing off. What to do it?